as an Air Canada jet rolls to a stop at Rome's Leonardo da Vinci Airport after a 9-hour flight from Toronto, Canada. Italian police stand ready. 9 cops line the boarding bridge, reaching out to the exit door of the airplane, ready to grab a single passenger, a man who had fought for 3 years to avoid being on this plane. As soon as Domenico Cugliari took one step onto Italian soil, he was arrested on March 15, 2023. The 40-year-old Cugliari was named as a member of one of the world's most powerful mafia organizations, who had been hiding in Canada rather than facing justice in Italy at the largest mega trial in generations. The Mob reporter here with news of the end of a mobster's luck. A man who was fortunate to be visiting Canada, courting his future wife, just as police in Italy were kicking down doors across his hometown, arresting hundreds of mobsters in one of Italy's biggest anti-Mafia operations. Let me tell you about it. Domenico Cugliari is known by the nickname Scric, which is the Italian word for writer. His nickname might spring from what his alleged role was within a mafia clan in his hometown of Sant'Onofrio, where Italian police said he was a close and serious member of the Bonavota clan. The Bonavota are one of many Ndrangheta clans in the province of Vibo Valentia. Ndrangheta is the proper name of the mafia born in Calabria, the toe of the boot-shaped map of Italy. Cugliari allegedly acted as a postman. That's not with the National Mail Service, but rather someone trusted to deliver secret messages between mobsters, often when visiting them in prison. Italian police say he was seen with senior members of the Bonavota clan more than 100 times. He was once caught with 800 cannabis plants. He said they were for personal use. Cugliari was then spreading his wings. He applied online for a visa to visit Canada and was approved the same day. He arrived for the first time at Toronto's Pearson Airport on November 28, 2018. He visited Canada again in March, July, and in December of 2019. That was a fantastic time for him to be away. Starting December 18, 2019, and continuing over several days, a series of police raids by thousands of police officers swept through his home province in Calabria. Hundreds of accused mobsters and associates were arrested in an historic assault against mafia clans in an operation called Rinascita Scott. Led by crusading anti-Mafia magistrate Niccolò Croteri, the operation was immense, arresting senior bosses, soldiers, associates, and, importantly, the upper world structure that allows the Mafia to thrive in a modern world. That's dirty cops, corrupt politicians, shady businessmen, and willfully blind white-collar workers. But when Italian cops banged on Domenico Cugliari's door to arrest him, he wasn't home. He was, in fact, preparing for a cold, snowy Christmas in Canada. As the 350 or so other accused mobsters were in prison or trying to get out, Cugliari was preparing for his wedding. In the summer of 2020, Cugliari married a Canadian woman whose family is from Sant'Onofrio, his hometown. They lived in a one-story bungalow in North Toronto and drove a modest car. Unfortunately for the new couple, this was also about the time Interpol issued a red notice, alerting police worldwide that Cugliari was wanted in Italy. Canada's police agencies started looking for him. On September 22, 2020, as he was leaving his house, he was arrested. He wasn't charged with any crime in Canada. He faced only immigration allegations, that he was inadmissible to Canada because of organized criminality. Oh, he fought being sent back to Italy. He made a refugee claim, saying he faced persecution by the Italian state. And when he lost both of those battles, he filed federal court appeals to stay in Canada. He lost them all, with unfavorable court decisions coming at the end of February 2023. Preparations began for his fateful flight to Rome. Nicola Gratteri, the prosecutor running the Rinascita Scott proceedings, told me that Cugliari will now join alleged colleagues to face trial. Cugliari is believed to be a made member of the Ndrangheta, Gratteri told me. Cugliari is charged with mafia association, being a fake frontman for mob bosses' businesses, and for an armed robbery of 220,000 euros after a gang hit a bank in Vibo Valentia. That makes him a minnow compared to many charged in Gratteri's probe. His primary target was the Mancuso clan and its boss, Luigi Mancuso. They're the dominant power in the province, which is a mafia stronghold. The Mancuso have been targets of police probes before, for decades, but nothing like this. They have been linked to the global cocaine trade with allies among the Colombian cartels and European smugglers, as well as corruption and a litany of other crimes, both large and small. Italian police allege that Cugliari was a member of the Bonavota. It's one of the many clans that are subordinate to the Mancuso, but a particularly energetic and fearsome one. Cugliari seemed particularly close to Domenico Bonavota, described as the head of the military wing of the clan. Like Cugliari, Domenico Bonavota wasn't found when police swept through town, but didn't travel far. Here is Domenico being arrested in 2020. Domenico Bonavota has recently faced court on his charges, just a few weeks ago, in a specially constructed bunker courtroom. He testified saying he isn't a member of the Ndrangheta and that the idea makes him feel sick. He follows the trial keenly, saying he has more stacks of legal documents in his cell than he has underwear. He faced his testimony from turncoat mobsters cooperating with authorities. Meanwhile, Domenico Bonavota's brother, Pasquale, is having the best run of them all. He's still free, listed as a fugitive. In fact, he's now one of Italy's most wanted fugitives, getting bumped up the ranking after the arrest of the Sicilian Mafia's so-called boss of bosses, Matteo Messina Denaro, found in January after 30 years on the run. Who knows where Pasquale might be, or where he might get to? It could even be Canada. The Bonavota already have family there, and an extension of their clan operates in the Toronto area, informants told court. Members of the Bonavota clan have been seen meeting with the long-established and traditional bosses of the Ndrangheta already in Canada. Canada is one of the strongholds of the Ndrangheta outside of Italy. Cugliari is definitely not the last mobster hiding there. Please share a link to this video on social media to give it a boost, and tap the thanks button somewhere around this video if you can send me a tip. And don't forget to like it and comment, please. Thanks for watching.